No. All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the SIG Talks New Contributor Meeting call. Today is September 2nd, and yeah, this is a call that happens on the first Tuesday of every month. So, yeah, welcome to this month's call. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you all that as part of the Kubernetes community, we abide by the CNCF Code of Conduct, which essentially comes down to be excellent to each other. So whether you're interacting with folks in the Zoom meetings or through Slack or through GitHub, the Code of Conduct applies everywhere. So be nice to everyone. And yeah, with that out of the way, we can get started with the meeting. So usually what happens is we go through all of the participants, like we introduce ourselves, and then this call is supposed to be like specific to SIG dogs. So if you are not familiar with how the Kubernetes community works, we have what is known as the special interest group. And for each part of the project, we have a special interest group that maintains and manages the contributions there. And SIG docs is the SIG that maintains the Kubernetes website, the documentation, the blogs, the localization, and all of that. So this call is to help you get started contributing to Kubernetes through the documentation SIG, and the docs is usually an easy place to get started contributing to. And yeah, we don't have like much of an agenda. If you have any questions, I can answer them. Or if you want any help making your first contribution to Kubernetes, we can do that here. If you all don't have any questions at all, I can maybe share a few things that might help you get started. Any questions at this point?
Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am a final year undergrad from India, and I have been LFX mentee of one of the CNCA project in the spring term 2025, and I started contributing in SIGDOC from quite some time, and my 10 of the PR has been already merged, and some are opens right now. And like I want to know about the that Varangal program which have like shadowing the reviewer of like other reviewer. So I want to know about that. Like what exactly we have to do? Do I have to review the PRs, or what exactly we have to do if I want to shadow someone?
Right. Yeah, this is something that we usually discuss in these calls. Uh, the PR Wrangler program, I can share my screen and show you all. I see we have more folks joining. Uh, we have 7 folks in total. So I'll just do the introduction bit again for the new folks, and then I can come back to your question, Kurshid, at the end. Yeah, welcome, folks. This is the SIGDocs new contributor meeting greet call. So as you might be aware, or as you might not be aware, Kubernetes is a big project, and that the entire development of Kubernetes is managed by different special interest groups, and each special interest group like takes care of a certain part of the project. And SIGDocs is the special interest group that takes care of the documentation, the website, the blogs, and everything. And documentation being one of the easier parts of the project to get started contributing to. We have this call on the first Tuesday of every month to help new contributors like get started with contributing to the Kubernetes documentation. So we don't have like much like a very strict agenda in these calls. Uh, we go around introducing ourselves, and then if you have made any contributions, you can share that, or if you're somebody new, we can share things that might help you get started on your way to making your first contribution. So yeah, welcome everyone. I'll do Khurshid, I'll come back to your question, but I'll do a round of introductions first. So my name is Sriram. I have been contributing to Kubernetes for the past almost like 2.5 years now. I guess I live in India, and I work at DigitalOcean currently. And I am the I work with SIGDocs to host these calls every month to help new contributors get started. So yeah, I got started contributing to Kubernetes through this like through SIGDocs only, and I used to join these calls in the beginning, and yeah, that's how I got started. So uh, yeah, I guess like folks can go around introducing yourselves if you're comfortable. If not, you can also post in the chat. And yeah, this is just to get the feel of like where everyone is and like how and where we can help folks. I can call out somebody's name and then they can introduce themselves and then like mention the next person. Uh, I already Khurshid already introduced himself, but like would you like to like, briefly introduce yourself again for the new folks? You're on mute.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a final year student from India. Right now in final year, and I was also LFX mentee for the 2025 spring program and like a CNCF microx. There was a microx project in CNCF. So I did a mentorship there for 3 months and work on the deploying microx on the different managed community service like GK, AKS. I mean, they manage community service of different cloud provider. So this was my project, and I have been contributing to SIGDOC from a month approx. Yeah. So yeah, 10 and 12 of my PRs has been already merged, and 6, 7 are open for the review. And yeah, this is all about me.
Yeah. Would anybody else like to go next? If anybody would like to like introduce themselves, they can do it now. I mean, there is no pressure to like actually do it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey, my name is Rauda. I'm Egyptian. I'm currently living in Saudi Arabia. And this is my first time to contribute to any open source. So I was looking forward to start doing that in the documentation so I can get familiar more with the Kubernetes Go language and I can contribute more to the code after that. So actually, I don't know how to start and where to start from. So I'll be so grateful if you kind of explain this today or give us a roadmap or anything because I'm kind of overwhelmed with how big Kubernetes repo is and all the channels and everything. So I can't really know. Do we contribute in one place? How do we contribute? Is there kind of like I don't know, but if you there's an agreement or something upon how does the contribution get conducted? Do you write in a special way, or do we all make sure that the PRs are written in such way? I really don't know what. Yani, if there's kind of one role for all the SIGs in the documentation, or we are distributed to different roles. That's all.
Right. Yeah, those are some great questions. I can answer them, and this is exactly why we have these calls to get like all of these like questions solved. So I can definitely help you with that. Uh, but I'll just like open the stage for Salem and Amrutan if you would like to introduce yourself, so that I can also get to know you folks and where you are and everything.
Sure. My name is Osama. I'm from Egypt. I'm currently a software developer in Microsoft Egypt. Uh, I have some background in Kubernetes. I have the CCAD certification, but I never contributed to the open source. I'm not too familiar with Go. Like I have some idea, but like not a lot. I'm just joining the call to understand the ecosystem and how to contribute and so on. And just tagging along, see if I can be able to join uh, maybe in the future.
Awesome, thank you.
Hi Shriram, I'm Amrutan. I have some certifications in Kubernetes such as TKA, and I have experience in DevOps. Also, I have some AWS certifications, but I'm pretty much new in this open source contribution. I felt it to be exciting, but as folks say I have problem with starting, like where to start, as it's like very huge database, huge code base. Yeah.
Right. Uh, yeah, awesome. So thanks everyone for like introducing yourself, and I'm glad to hear that you all are excited. I can quickly share my screen and I can like answer the questions. So the Kubernetes.io website is the home for all the. This is the website for Kubernetes, and we have all of the documentation and the blogs here. You might have seen this before. So this is what SIG docs like maintains and like contributes to. So in GitHub, if you go to github.com/kubernetes/website, uh, this is where all the code and the files for the website as well as the documentation resides. So this is like, as you can see, like mostly written in HTML. So there is another repository called Kubernetes/Kubernetes. This is the actual code base of Kubernetes, which is written in Go. So when you folks mentioned that some of you all are not familiar with Go, in order to contribute to the documentation, you don't necessarily need to know Golang. Uh, if you know how Kubernetes works, that would help to a certain extent, but that also is not really a prerequisite because there are a lot of issues. Many of which are like uh, so there are like different types of issues. Like there are issues where you can translate existing pages to different languages. So if you go here in the top right of the website, you can see that we have these many localizations. So if you know any of these different languages, maybe you can help in like translating the documentation to a different language, let's say French or something. And these are just the languages that are like released right now, but there are efforts for more adding more languages. Like recently, I saw an issue where somebody was setting up like localization for the Persian language. So yeah, that sort of effort happens like all the time. So that is one way you can try like help contribute. The second type is like you don't need to add new documentation. You can make the existing documentation like easier to understand. Like you can maybe restructure pages, or if you think a certain topic needs to be uh, if a certain topic needs to be like highlighted more, maybe you can move it to a different page, or like that sort of things that makes the Kubernetes documentation more easily digestible. So those are the different types of issues. And then as a third thing, we also have issues related to web development. So this website is made using Hugo. Hugo is a static site generator for Go. So the website is running with Hugo, and then what it does is it like converts like markdown files. So if you go to, I believe it is in content, and these are all the different languages that are available. And if you go to EN, that is for English, you can find like pages for all the different docs. So if you have like if you click on reference, and then maybe we can see maybe like tuple reference maybe. Yeah, we have like markdown files, and these are the files that are ultimately rendered in the website in the documentation here. So if you go to concepts, cluster architecture, and notes, we can see the source file of this page. So that would be like concepts, and then cluster administration. I think it was cluster architecture. Yeah, I'm not sure why the yeah, this one, architecture. And then inside of here, you would be able to find a notes.md file. So this is what gets rendered in this page. So if you find a mistake in this line, say, you can find this file, and then we can like open a pull request against the Kubernetes/website repository. And if you change this text here, then that would show up in the website here. So that is like mostly like the flow of how we contribute to Kubernetes, the docs. And one really good question that Rauda had asked was that how is the docs divided? Like, is it between different SIGs, or is it like all the docs of all the different SIGs are managed by the SIG docs itself? So for that, people can contribute to any documentation, regardless of what SIG it belongs to. So if you look in the pull requests, you can actually see the PRs would be tagged uh, based on the SIG. So for example, this particular PR mentioned namespaces in the cloud native security overview. This is tagged as SIG security. So anybody can open this PR. So what usually happens is uh, once you open a PR, either you can tag it yourself as whatever SIG it belongs to, or somebody else like a reviewer or an approver would do that for you. And then usually before the PR is merged, the PR would be merged, the PR would be reviewed by somebody from that particular SIG. So you don't need to be part of any SIG, or you don't need to be an expert in any SIG to be able to like contribute. Even if you make your first contribution, there will be people who are like there to help you out and like help you get your PR merged. And one more thing, I'll stop for questions, but one more thing I wanted to mention was that if you're not already part of it, you can join the SIGDocs channel in Slack. We also have different channels for SIGDocs blog, where all the blog related discussions take place, and then SIGDocs localization. This is for the translation of the documentation to different languages, and then SIGDocs maintainers as well is a different channel where we see like conversation related to the activities that are going on in SIGDocs. I will come back to the question about the PR Wrangler, but before that, does anybody have anything that they'd like to ask at this point? All right. Yeah, feel free to like interrupt me if you have any questions.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have a
sorry, go
question
on.
also. Yeah, I think I read that part of the SIGDocs role is to make sure that the PR of the other contributors from other communities are writing according to kind of a standard or something in their PR. If like
Right.
someone wants to contribute in Node or Scheduler or anything else, he has to write the PR in such kind of a way that you all agree on. So this is a part of it or not? This is a part of
So
the community role, or I misunderstood it.
yeah, so if you come to this contributing.md file in the Kubernetes website repository, you can find what is called the style guided template. So there is a document that gives instructions on how. So yeah, this one would have like instructions on like how you can find issues and submit pull requests and all. But to answer your specific question, there are two docs called the documentation style guide, as well as the yeah, I believe this is called the page template. Okay, this might not be relevant, but yeah, these are like instructions on how you can use these different like elements in the yeah, the page content type is like how where the files should go and so on. So this might be a bit more advanced, so you don't need to worry about it right now. But the documentation style guide like describes how you would like write the docs. So we want it to be in a certain like style of English. So for example, they're showing like a pod list object is a list of pods, and here there is a gap, there's a space between pod and list. So that is like we should take care of things like that. And then the next example is like the host path is like wrapped in backcode so that it comes up as the code formatting. Uh, and then the config map object, the C is in uppercase. So these sort of best practices are given in this document. I can share this link in our chat. Uh, so this would be everything that you would need to follow for like making contributions to the documentation. If you were talking about the code itself in mind, they might have like their own best practices as well. Uh, but usually we don't like we only talk about SIG docs in this call, but I can like quickly share this another repository called Kubernetes community. So here you can find like docs for all the different SIGs. And even if you click on SIG docs, you can find information about the meetings and things like that. So when are all the different meetings, like who are the chairs, who are the technical leads, and all of that sort of thing. And then you would also have a contributing guide here. So if you click on this contributing to SIG docs guide, you can find pretty much like the same things that we found in the Kubernetes website contributing file, but this repo is useful because you can find this for like any other SIG, like AVG SIG actually. So if you click on SIG node, you can find like information about SIG node, and then they have their own contributing.md file. So uh, they have their best practices here. So if you want to contribute code to SIG node, then these are the things that you can refer to. So I'll send the link to this repository as well. Yeah, but this should not be like a blocker to just because we have this style guide doesn't mean that you have to like study this whole thing before you can start contributing. That's not the case. You can always like open a PR as best as you think, and then in the best way that you can come up with, and then people will always be there to help you out. And sometimes they might link you to some parts of the style guide where there might be some description on how you can like improve your writing, but it does not have to be like a blocker. You can always open pull requests even if you're like not familiar with the style guide. I did not even know that there was a style guide for the longest time. uh, so people come across a style guide at various parts. Some people get to know about this after they get their PR merged and so on. So yeah, this is
Yeah,
where you would like, yeah,
yeah, I got it. Yeah,
awesome.
thank you.
Yeah, I hope I shared all the links as well. Yeah. Um, yeah, one more thing that I want to share. Khurshid had asked earlier about the PR Wrangler program. So if you go to the Kubernetes/website repository, and if you click on this wiki, you can find pages here called PR Wranglers and Issue Wranglers. So I do see a contribute. Oh yeah, this just takes us to the website. All right, you can read more about that there. But there is this PR Wrangler page where you can find the schedule for this year. And PR wrangling is basically each week of this year, there would be an approver assigned as the PR wrangler. And what they do is they come to the Kubernetes website repository and they go through all the pull requests. Well, not all the pull requests because we have like 300 of them open right now, and it is not humanly possible for somebody to go through all the 300 PRs. So mostly what people do is this week Natalie is the PR wrangler. Sorry, PR in September. Yeah, this week I believe Nate is the PR wrangler, and what Nate will do is he will go through all the PRs that are opened, like maybe this week, and then try to get them reviewed or like approved or like basically get things moving. So this is the responsibility of the PR Wrangler, but they have a shadow program where you can sign up to be a shadow and you can work with them and you can learn how like PRs are merged in SIGDocs. So this is a very good way to get started because there is no prerequisite. The only thing that you need to do is if you're available a particular week, let's say if you're available this week, you can message Nate in Slack, and you can find them with this Slack handle. So if I come here and if I search, I can find Nate. And yeah, if I message him, then asking if I can be his PR Wrangler shadow, then you can work with them, and then you can learn how the pull requests are reviewed and so on. So this is one of the things that I had done when I got started contributing to Kubernetes, and it was really helpful for me because I did not know much about how things work. And then actually I had shadowed under Nate himself, and then he taught me a lot of things in that span of 1 week, and I got to like understand how PRs emerge and how they're reviewed and so on. I was not able to make any big reviews, but I did work with like Nate on like reviewing like 1 or 2 PRs. So for example, in this case, if I open this PR, I mean, I want to show you like some kind of things that you might do as a PR Wrangler shadow. So yeah, so this one does not have a SIG label. So if you look at the file, this is changing something in the node reference. So maybe this needs to have a SIG node. So you can like give a label of SIG node, and that is a contribution that the PR Wrangler or the PR Wrangler shadow can do, so that it becomes easier for people to like review all the open PRs. So lucky for you folks, I don't see anybody like already assigned as the shadows. So maybe you can reach out to folks maybe next week or like the week after, like Chiming or Ray. You can find these people in Slack and like you can ping them if you would like to be a shadow under them.
So should I mean, message him on DM, or we can message on the channel, I mean, or personal DM that I
I
want to
would
shadow.
suggest, right, that's a good question. I would suggest that you can message them in the channel. You can like ping and like tag them and message them in the channel. The reason I say it is better to message them in the channel is because if they miss the message, they might be like traveling, or if they're busy, and if they miss replying to you, somebody else can like actually like reply to that message. Let's say Nate, you message Nate, and if he does not, if he's like not available, maybe Chiming or Ray can like message you in that same thread saying that their slot is available next week. So that would be like faster to get the response, I would say.
And we have to edit this page. So who is gonna the edit this page, because we have to put our name, right? That
Right. That
so
I think the respective approver would be updating that
okay, okay,
page. I don't have access to edit this page. I think only the
okay.
admins of the repo are able to. So yeah, you can talk to them, and then they can like update the page for you as well.
And also, like, what exactly we have to do? Like, if like seeing the PR, I can't review PR by because we don't have authority, right? So, what exactly we have to do after becoming? I mean, after shadowing means I exactly.
Right. So there is a, I believe there is a guide where they have like
I have seen,
listed
but
all
it's
the
not
duties.
not much detail in there.
Right.
This
Right.
one,
Right. Right.
okay.
Yeah. I get you. Like it just says a review upon PRs. So there are different things then that you can make sure. Sorry. Like a checklist kind of thing. So here in this PR, you can see that Deepesh, who is one of the approvers, uh, has pointed out that the ECCLA has not been completed. So he has tagged the author of the PR, asking them if they can sign the CLA is the contributor license agreement, I believe. So that is like an agreement that you have to like sign before when you make your first PR. So he has mentioned that this is not completed and that we can find the instructions in this particular link. So this is the first point that is there in the duty. So make sure PR contributors sign the CLA. So if they have not signed the CLA, you can link this and then
Yeah,
link
I
this
mean,
doc and then
basically, like we have to like help the contributor to make their PR perfect, so that reviewer don't have to go through the all the checklist. They can review the and like approve the PR, right? If there is.
that is right. That is true, but that is like one of the duties. Like that is one way you can think about it. You can also like do reviews on the content of the PR itself. Like you can make
Yeah.
sure that whatever changes that they're proposing are uh, like valid and there are no typos or things like that. Like those are also like valid reviews that you can give. And you can, if you feel ever if you ever feel like doubtful about something, like whether or not you can do something, you can always reach out to your PR wrangler, and they would be able to help you uh, with what you're having in mind is like a valid thing that you can do or not.
Thank you.
Yeah, the assign, yeah, no worries. Assigns relevant SIG labels, and then you can probably like tag people who might be
I mean,
like
I can assign label also, like
right.
some language or things like that. What you can say, yeah. I mean, I can assign or not, because I think the reviewer and the approval can only.
I believe you should be able to add labels. Uh, I mean, even if you're not able to, if you do this,
Yeah,
let's say
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean,
even if
this one I
you,
can do. It works for me now. I don't know.
I believe it should, but even if you're not able to, like the next person who comes would still
Right.
find that you try to add the label, so they just need to like add it again. So that is like
Right,
making it
got it.
easier for them. Yeah, and one more thing I wanted to call out was that you don't necessarily need to be selected as a PR Wrangler shadow to be able to do this. You can do this right now. You can go to PRs and like add things, and then people will find that really helpful, and then you can use that as a stepping stone to like more making more contributions. So if you look at some of the PRs that are like accepted, I believe, not PRs or issues. Uh, the issues are usually like needs triage or triage accepted. So triage accepted means that somebody has gone through the issue and like made sure that it is something that is valid and that something that you need. So these kind of labels people would be adding, and yeah, you can refer to existing issues and PRs to see how people are adding these labels and how like in what criteria what people are adding what kind of labels and so on. Yeah, so these are things that you can do without even being a PR Wrangler shadow or like a approver or reviewer, and like you can help out, and then eventually this you can show these as contributions to become a reviewer and so on. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we are at time, so I'm mostly done with everything. Uh, Everything that I wanted to share. But if you folks have any questions or if you need help with anything, please feel free to reach out to me on Slack. You can find me if you search for my name. Yep, yeah, if you are in the SIG channel, you can probably find me from my last message. So you can message me in Slack if you have any questions or if you would like me to help you with anything.
Thank you.
No worries. If you all don't
Thank you
have
so much,
anything else,
Theorem.
no worries. I'm happy to help, and I'm like glad to see you all. Usually these meetings are like very less in attendance, but today I'm happy that we have 7 folks. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So I'll stop the recording now. Thanks everyone. Bye bye YouTube.